Hello YouTube pilots, this is Darkside 3D, and I'm been requested to a couple times to show you how to fit the 700 align speed fuselage to the V2 frame. This is a direct bolt-on to the V3 or DFC Pro, where there's some couple of modifications you have to do to make sure it goes on to the V2 frame. The first thing I did right here, this battery slider goes all the way back to the back originally. I had to Dremel this off, front side and back side, on both sides. If not, you'll get interference with the tail boom shroud sitting flat right here. Also, what I had to do, you see this hole right here, this is just where they impregnated the plastic through the carbon fiber. I drilled another hole right here. After I slid the boom on, I was able to line it up on both sides, and I just drilled a hole the same size as these I believe it's a 3mm or 3 or 4mm hole for the support rod that comes on the V3. For the back cross member. It doesn't come with the V2, so I ordered a set of them and I just used the one out of it. You don't have to, but it's going to provide a lot more strength for the tail section. It's a little tricky to get on after you get the tail shroud on, but you know, it's better to be safe than sorry. The only other thing I had to do really was the canopy mounts. For my canopy was it sat a little too far forward and it didn't line up with the indentation right here. You can see where it's been rubbing because I don't have it exact, but it's real close, and you can't really tell when it's at a distance or even up close. But it was sitting maybe 1/8 of an inch on here too far forward, so all I did was just moved the hole directly back a little more than 1/8 of an inch. That way I was sure I had enough clearance, and it fits perfectly now. And I'm even able to, if you've seen my Facebook page, you've seen the Cyclops modification that I did, which is what I'm calling it, where you fit the 160 ESC and the Scorpion fan, the larger fan. I forgot what size it is, but it's the larger of the two fans that they have, and then the snorkel Cyclops, whatever you want to call it, fits right on there. It's a little bit tight, but it fits, and you can actually, if you wanted this same setup, then you can move the bottom mounting canopy mounts up maybe 1/8 of an inch, and that will free up a little bit of space right here on the nose where these capacitors are in the top part of the ESC. Other than that, like I said, it's going on easier and easier as time goes on, and as I sit it out in the sun, it kind of conforms to that shape that it needs to be. Sorry this video is a little later than what I wanted, but I didn't put out the video after I did the modifications, and now I have a better reason to, because I did strip out the back tail case gears over the weekend. As you can see with my bent skid pipe here, I was able to save it without hardly any damage. One blade, and which were the the Helix blades, so that's $130. But I digress, and I will post up another video after I bolt everything back on so you can see how it looks, and it's just as rigid as if it was bolted straight onto the DFC Pro. So stay tuned. So far, I hope this helps. If you guys have any questions, feel free to post comments or questions down in the box below. And as I do more modifications to new products coming out, I will definitely post them so you guys can benefit from that. Thanks.